Hello and welcome to a new episode of Review. Today we will take a closer look at an Airbus A321-200 in the colors of Lufthansa. And we start with the box, and here we can see it's a limited extra edition. We have a very nice image of the aircraft, and on the top we have the Lufthansa branding and the Pure Sky branding. More on that a bit later in this episode. Now if you turn the box around, on the back side you can see a very nice image of the aircraft again. We have the original dimensions, it says again limited extra edition, and then some additional information as always. So let's take a closer look inside. And here she is, the Airbus A321-200 in the colors of Lufthansa, and of course we have this very exciting addition on this livery, the Pure Sky branding. Now the Pure Sky project was a large-scale experiment conducted by Lufthansa back in 2011. The goal of the experiment was to find out how biofuel would affect an aircraft, in particular the engines and of course the fuel consumption. So in a period of 6 months, Lufthansa used biofuel under normal operations on this Airbus A321, which for the period of the experiment was flying exclusively between Frankfurt and Hamburg, which of course makes sense as Frankfurt and Hamburg have two very large Lufthansa Technik bases, which was needed to monitor the progress of the experiment. Now enough history, let's take a closer look at the aircraft itself, and as always we start with the tail section of the aircraft, and here we can see on the vertical stabilizer we have the Lufthansa branding, and on top of that we have the last two letters of the registration code. On the fuselage itself we have the addition of Lufthansa.com, of course the full registration code and the German flag. Then in front of the aircraft we have the Lufthansa branding along the fuselage. We have of course also the aircraft type specification, the Star Alliance branding, and then under the cockpit windows the Lufthansa branding once more. Then if we move to the wings, we can see here, although it's a bit difficult to see because the wing is painted white, but the details here are actually pretty decent. Also on the underside we can see the details a bit more easily as it's grey, but also here the details are quite decent. Then of course a detail that should never miss are the doors to the cargo compartment. Those have of course also been added, as we can see them right here. But where does that leave us for our conclusion? Now this aircraft could maybe be conceived as a little bit boring. It's pretty much the standard Lufthansa livery, nothing that exciting. Now the details of the aircraft, the quality of the details and the print quality on this aircraft model is excellent as always with Herpa. But I think what really makes this aircraft interesting for me is simply that it has a story. And even though yes, it is very much a standard aircraft model from Herpa Wings, this backstory makes it for me very interesting. But what do you think? What makes an aircraft exciting for you? Is it a good story like in this case? Is it a special, really exciting livery? Or is it an amount of details that are really extraordinary? Let me know in the comments below. Now with that we have reached the end of today's episode. If you have enjoyed, feel free to leave a like, or if you're new around here, why not hit subscribe? That would be absolutely awesome. And don't miss out on the next episode of Review, where we'll take a closer look at a Bombardier CRJ-900 in the colors of Air Nonstrom operating as Iberia Regional. Until then I would like to say thank you very much for watching, hope to see you soon again, I'm checking out, and bye!